Happy summer! You're getting ready for college and you're also stressing a little bit. It's your last year of high school probably, maybe it's not even, maybe you're still a sophomore or a junior, but you just don't know what to do. I'm here to tell you that it is A-okay. Hey guys, it's Julia from There Goes Infinity. If you haven't watched my videos already, it is so nice to meet you. If you end up enjoying it, be sure that you do subscribe to my channel because I post regularly college vlogs, general positivity, and college stuff. So I think that if you enjoy this video and you feel like you benefit from it, you probably will from some of my other content as well. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 helpful tips for writing unique college applications. Hey guys, this is editing Julia over here. I totally realized that the background of this video is different than my other ones. That is because I filmed this one when I was in Poland, so like months ago, and decided to share it with you guys. So enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. A lot of you guys come to me with this question where you'll give me your statistics, you'll tell me what high school you went to. Every college sees these things, and not that I'm saying that like it's bad to try to like use your involvement in the organizations you're in and your SAT scores. These are all obviously very important. But today I'm going to be breaking down the 10 things you have to put forth and show in your application to really make it stand out. Let's get started. Number 1 is finding a small story or an anecdote from your life, such as a lesson that you learned. This is going to be such a good part of your essay because it's just so much more meaningful. The best college essays were written about trivial things, like doing the dishes wrong or shopping at Costco. I'm dead serious. There is a girl who got into Harvard who wrote her essay about an experience picking out the wrong type of ham at Costco. Like, think about that. That is crazy. A little story like that went so far in her college application. But just focus on that when you're writing your essay in general. This is something that I tell people a lot because everyone kind of overlooks the essays. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because it feels like another, it feels like a step that's just there to make it difficult to apply to college. Colleges want to see certain things from your essay, and that is they want to hear your voice. They want to see what isn't in your resume, what isn't in your high school transcript, and what isn't in your extracurriculars. They want to hear about the personal moment and experience you had to decide whether you are really going to fit at their university. Number 2, and this is another really big one I tell people, is try not to be an authority in your essay. You're not writing your essay to teach the college admissions board about something, because truth of the matter is I'm sure someone there already knows the very interesting fact you're telling them. And I don't again mean this to be rude or in a cruel way, but it shows them in a way that you don't feel like you need college. It shows them that you're kind of like able to teach yourself, and then at that point it's like, why do you need college? So instead, what I like to tell people is to write their essays as a curious observer of the world. I know that sounds really like weird and meta and all that, but honestly, try to be a normal person with just a unique perspective on the world, because you'll notice this is a recurring theme. Some of the most famous memoirs ever written are all written in the perspective of a normal person telling an incredible story, and that's what you want your college essay to look like as well. Number 3 is to actually reach out to your network, reach out to your friends, and ask them to send you 3 to 5 words that describe you. Honestly, this is something that's gonna take them probably 30 seconds to a minute to come up with, and when they send you that, that is such a good platform to start off about, especially these essays for scholarships and colleges that ask you to describe a part of your personality. Being able to actually take something that other people give you might inspire you more than just sitting down, looking into yourself and trying to deeply find a word that describes your big, beautiful personality. It's really hard to do. Number 4, this is a tip for if you were in any student organizations in high school, which I really hope you were, by the way. I mean, there's no reason not to be. But accentuate what you did in an organization rather than just your title. A lot of people, I know a lot of people that apply to colleges that are even from DECA, and all they put down on the piece of paper is that they were a president of their DECA chapter, that they were an officer, and they kind of just leave it like that. And it's good, like it's amazing that you had that leadership opportunity, but what did you do with it? Like, did you grow the chapter by a certain amount? Did you increase like the amount of engagement from members? Did you set up like a really fun charity festival or a fundraiser? You know, these are all different things that you could do potentially within an organization, and you probably have. Those are going to go further to describe like what you actually did versus just, I was captain of the blah 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 team. Number 5 is one that a lot of people are going to give me pushback on, and that is to clean up your social media before you apply. Like, if you're watching this in the summer, about to apply to colleges for this upcoming year, and you have any dirt on your social media or you're tagged in anything, I know that some people are just like, well, just go private with your accounts, but truth of the matter is, colleges, this is something that I only found out even months ago after doing some research. Colleges actually have like Finsta bots. They have fake Facebook profiles that will try to friend you, and they'll look like totally real people. And yes, it is a little bit weird and concerning, but this is if a college just wants to see more into who you are as a person. If they see that you're kind of like saying one thing in your essays, even if it's just something that's a little bit not you and a little bit more to please others on social media, clean it up. A good rule of thumb is if you show it to your grandparents, it is a-okay for Instagram, and that is kind of the rule of thumb that I keep on my own profile. But I know that not everyone's like that, and they shouldn't have to be. But I'm saying, like, clean up your Snapchat, clean up your Instagram, clean up your Facebook, clean up your social media pages in general. Another good thing you can do on Instagram is if you have pictures that you want to eventually make live later, like once you get into the college, whoop whoop, go you. You can set them as archived or just delete them and repost them at a better time. I know that that's not like the most ideal thing, but if it is the make or break decision with choosing where you want to go to college, I'd say just not risk it. Number 6 is set reasonable goals for your essay, and this means that you're gonna have to be a little bit proactive with your timing and what you're thinking of doing in terms of your schedule for different essays. So for example, if you want to join a club or a student group at a certain university that you're going to attend, these are good things to maybe keep in mind. You're gonna need to set some time aside to do some research on them, and these can become really good in your essay to just show the university how much you care. Number 7 is do ample research. Look into, and this means go beyond the university website. You're gonna wanna check out some blogs maybe, check out bloggers that go to the school and write about their experiences, and also forums are another really great place to look. Actually, a lot of big universities have Reddits as well. Reddit is really good to keep up with actual school events once you're actually there, but it's a great way to also read into class requirements and what culture on the campus is like, and just these little things that no one from the university is gonna tell you, because they might be good, they might be bad. There's just a lot of things, and I feel like social media platforms like Reddit are really good at exposing those. Number 8 is let yourself take risks. If you are afraid to take risks in this college process, make sure that you're taking the high road. Make good decisions. Obviously, don't do like stupid risks like, oh, let me wait until the day before priority applications are due to send my application. Yeah, that's not the kind of risk I'm talking about. I'm talking about legitimately, if there is something that you feel like would be good for a college essay, but you've just never seen someone write about it before, go ahead and do it. I mean, you can ask other people for their input always. They'll be honest with you. They'll tell you whether an idea is great or like, oh, maybe you shouldn't share that with colleges. But just let yourself take risks. Something I did before even starting my college applications was I started in the summer of my junior year a business of my own, and I'm actually still working on it. I have some of my client stuff pulled up on my computer right now. And this is just an example of one of those risks that I took that ended up helping me tremendously, I think. When I got to campus, I immediately locked in really well with just groups of entrepreneurs, other startup business owners that were freshmen in college. I think UT also took it very well. I do believe that that could have been a very big contributing factor. So take risks and just make sure you're making smart decisions with it. Number 9, oh, again, the 9s. I don't know what, wait, okay, it's just my left hand that's weak then. Number 9 is don't force yourself to be a part of anything that you don't want to. Numerous conversations with subscribers where they told me that they felt like they weren't in enough student organizations. And a lot of the time I ask them, like, what do you mean by that? Like, why do you feel like you're not doing enough? And they'll usually give me an answer like, I don't feel like I'm involved enough, or they'll say, I feel like I'm involved in too little things at my campus. And you know, these might be true, they may be false, but a lot of the time I feel like there's this pressure to do things just for the college application. And truth of the matter is, I tried a lot of different things in high school. Actually, I was in Model UN for some time. I actually started Model UN all the way back when I was in middle school, so I did like 5 years of it, but I stopped in high school just because I realized that wasn't where my priorities or my interests were. I did dance in high school, I did color guard in high school, you know, like these are just things that like people would not really know otherwise. And the reason is that I went and pursued the things that I was like, this is what's making me happy, this is what's advancing me in my career, this is what colleges want to see. And it's not just the amount of things that you're involved in, but it's what you're doing in those specific organizations that ends up mattering so much. Again, what happens if you do force yourself into an organization that you don't want to be in is it's just going to stick out like a sore thumb on your application. You're going to have all of these things that you're deeply rooted and passionate about, and then there's just gonna be that one organization that's just sitting there, and it makes the school entirely reconsider. It's like, wait a second, did they just lie about everything else? Because that didn't sound like they really enjoyed that. And number 10 is my tackiest and my corniest advice: be yourself on the applications. If you're trying to be someone else, if you're trying to be that Ivy League, I'm gonna get into every school kind of person on your applications, guess what? It just doesn't work out that way. It does for some people, and that's wonderful. I'm very glad that it does. But again, being yourself and showing who you really are in those essays, application videos, stories, resumes, all of these things is going to translate into a happier college experience for you, a better connection with who you're really gonna fit with, and ultimately more success. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. It felt so good to just like get all of that out, because these are things that I just really want for you guys as you're going through the college application process, because I really care about you. And I know that a lot of you want to be at UT, and I want to do everything that I can, aside from being like obviously not an advisor, to help you guys get there. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to There Goes Infinity, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye lovelies! Mwah. I let it burn, you call the fire brigade, but I feel that it